Hello, what is up, Internet? Welcome to the Troyan YouTube channel. It is time for another reaction. Today, I am reacting to a band I know, a band I've played with. I'm reacting to Fable and Fancy Dancing. This is a single of theirs from 2014 and a music video directed by a guy who did our music videos. Ryan Renborg, Surly Urchin Productions, did a couple of our videos, did this video, and so I am reacting to this. And by reacting, I mean reviewing, haven't watched it in a while, and so it's just going to be a fun trip down memory lane and, see what comes up. I think it might be cool if I try to spotlight some lesser known acts and not just make it be like, oh, I'm going to respond to this big classic rock band and this band that everybody knows. I think it might be fun to do some other stuff that people might not know as much about, and hopefully you will give it a shot. So I'm going to watch this video, and then I will pause when interesting stuff happens, which will be a lot. So yeah, pressing play and go. Silence. Silence at the start of the music video. Oh, and then here comes the cello. So, for those who don't know, I'm based in Nashville, and so is Fable. They're also based in Nashville. And Nashville is an interesting city because you need money to do music, and also musicians are broke. But what they are doing here is they're taking advantage of the country scenery. There's Nashville proper is a pretty urban environment, but once you get just a little bit outside of the city and get to areas like Leaper's Fork and stuff, whoo dog, it is country out there. And so they are utilizing the aesthetics very, very well in this video of just, utilizing like, hey, we can do stuff in the country because it's Nashville and it doesn't cost as much for sets, but it fits in perfectly to the narrative they're building in this video, where oftentimes you'll see like a metal band shoot in the woods because they don't have money. This is actually like just a really good, valid, artistic choices for the story they're trying to tell, which is, this character in this Victorian era. He's fleeing something. He's afraid of something. What is he afraid of? And Zach, the front man of the band, he is... he's a great guitar player, a great singer, a great frontman, a great actor. He sells the emotion as a character actor in this piece, as well as being a frontman once we get to the actual video portion. And the intro, done by Josh Dent and Joanna Cleary, which is just violin and cello playing off each other. Biggest bummer about this is that it's not in the album version. Album version doesn't have this intro, and I think it's a very cool intro. But yeah, let me continue that intro because we have a long way to go. Great shot. Excellent shot. Very cool. Yeah, great acting, great visual effect right there. Evil Dead-esque. The makeup looks great. Got Rachel on the drums. My boy Scott Fernandez on the bass.
Decaying vines, a hidden path, I'm trudging on. Hide your fear. Miraculous, I don't succumb, I trudge along. Hide your fear. The air is thick, I'm getting sick, the thorns and ivy, woe is me. Running out and stumbling in a boiling pot of witchery. Out of the deep, two eyes I meet, a blinding light of emerald green. Well, who is she now, woe is me.
so I want to do a quick commentary on the sets. So when the band is performing, that is actually in Zach's old backyard in East Nashville, his old house. And when I saw the video, I thought it didn't look anything like his backyard. They completely transformed it. And the inside was his living room where all the witch stuff is. And like they did such a good job transforming these sets. And just goes to show you the creativity and the professionalism. We're like, if you didn't know better, you'd think this was a big budget video with all the characters and the sets, the makeup, the costumes, and it just goes to show like the sheer quality and attention to detail that these guys have. And I'm pretty sure I would say this is probably my favorite song of Fable Cries. Um, and we'll get more into it, but I just wanted to give them props for just the sheer attention to detail, just really really brilliant.
A friendly kind of friend. Who are you? Well, only slightly deadly. Who are you? A deadly kind of friend.
Yeah, just amazing makeup, prosthetics.
You were homely for your miniature man to ugly things. Hide your fear. The smelly dish is bubbling over with stinky things. Hide your fear. The air is thick, I'm getting sick. The mold and rotting, woe is me. I'm freaking out and peering in a boiling pot of witchery. Out of the pot of puke and snot. Now what else could be there inside? I want to hide. Now what's inside? Now. Cat's clawed and ass's jaw. Piglet's hoof and a monkey paw. Drown the rat and eat it raw. Maggots and worms, forget what you saw.
Now, before we get into the chorus, I want to touch on everything that sort of happened there because there's a lot going on musically. So, the band started off as a two-piece between Zach and his sister. And when they started, there was much more lighthearted, much less menacing. But there was still a lot of, I want to say avant-gardisms. They weren't really conventional pop songs. They were very folky and kind of jarring with harsh rhythmic changes. And this was, I remember when I first heard the song, I thought this was sort of like the ultimate, like, next step in composition, where the chords and melody throughout the verse play off each other very well, the verse into the pre-chorus, and we're about to get into the chorus here. But that last section, where the vocals were kind of harsh and jarring, is kind of typical of a lot of their stuff, but I think what they ended up doing here, and for the chorus, instead of doing those very harsh, jarring, weird rhythm changes, they just have a soaring vocal over chords and a big hook. So instead of riffing a bunch and doing something really complex, they're doing something much more simple and straightforward for the chorus, and I think that just makes the hook that much stronger. It makes this a strong pop piece, but that's also not a betrayal of their classic elements. So now that you kind of have that expectation of what is about to happen with that chorus, let's listen to that big soaring chorus.
I saw you dancing fancy. I saw you dancing. I saw you dancing fancy. I saw you dancing.
So I'd consider this part 2 of the chorus. There was part 1 of the chorus, this is part 2.
I saw you dancing fancy.
And we got a really epic, great instrumental section right here. Just incredibly well composed. Keeping the momentum going, just really excellent. And great performances all around. The band was cool, they're unified, they're a unit. Scott Fernandez on the bass. I think at this time you still had my copy of Final Fantasy VIII, which I have back now.
Decaying vines, a hidden path, I'm trudging on. Hide your fear. Miraculous, I don't succumb, I trudge along. Hide your fear. The air is thick, I'm getting sick, the mold and rotting, woe is me. I'm freaking out and peering in a boiling pot of witchery. Out of the deep 2 eyes I meet, a man is dangling from a tree. Well, who is he now? Woe is me now, who
And just I want to touch on a couple things again. Um, the song took a really long time to build to the chorus. But I think it works in this piece. To get to the first chorus, it was a double verse. This is only going to be a single verse here, getting into the chorus. But it had that excellent instrumental section. But this is a really great example of the strong lyricism of the band, where this song is telling a story, and the video is enhancing that story so well. So, all around success so far. Spoilers, it continues to be a success. But yeah, let's keep this going.
Who is he? Singing with the willows. Who is he? Upon his deadly gallows. Who is he? That man looks just like me. That man looks just like me. That man is dancing fancy. I see me dancing fancy.
And there we go, back to that nice poppy chorus. Always loved that shot. Always thought it was really cool, menacing, like creepy, cool, full of swagger. There we go, that nice brutal metal ending. Yeah, can you tell that Zach is into Tim Burton movies? um, you know, um, Zach, great guy, great musician. Groomsman in my wedding. We've sort of lost touch a little bit over the years, and you know what? I can call him. I can always reach out to him. But you know what? I thought this might be kind of a fun surprise if he saw this reaction vid because, I didn't tell him about it. This is very off the cuff. We were listening to a band that, a few friends of mine, and then we were comparing the band to Fable Cry. One friend favorably, myself unfavorably, and I was saying this was much better. And then it's like, you know what? Let me check this out again. So I shared the link with friends, watched the video earlier today, but then said, you know what, that might be a fun reaction to do, something a little bit different. I hope people who don't know the band check this out because it's pretty cool. They've got a lot of cool stuff. And yeah, I need to, say hi to Zach and everyone else sometime and not just, like Scott Fernandez's funny posts on Facebook. But yeah, that is the video. If there's some more like obscure, I would say, Fable Cry, they've toured a lot, so I'd say they've ascended beyond local band, but maybe some mid-level bands and maybe some local acts. And local means whatever local. It doesn't have to be Nashville. It can be local to your town. Just recommend me some stuff that maybe is a little bit off the beaten path that not as many people has heard. Obviously, still, request whatever you want. If you want me to do the big classic rock bands, I'm still going to do them. But I thought this would be a fun change of pace. Maybe that'll be the Friday thing. I don't know. But yeah, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. And that is the video. Bye bye. Like, comment, subscribe, share, and also please check out more of the band and support their music if you are able to. Thank you and bye.